Hey Tasha, how are you? Thank you so much for sending me your dream, supporting the channel, and for being here. I love it. I love it. It's got a great meaning to it, and we're going to get to it today. So the way that we typically do things is I'm going to read your request, talk about the symbols, and then what they mean for you specifically. So let's jump into it. Hit subscribe, stick around. You can check out some of the other videos if you're interested. But let's get to what you said. You say, I had a dream last night of a pony that jumped up on a swing, and then a big black horse came up behind it and pushed/kicked the swing, almost knocking the pony off, but the pony stayed on it. What the heck does it mean? Well, let's talk about it. So there's a couple very important symbols here. There's a pony, right? A pony is kind of a derivative of a horse, which is also in the dream, specifically a black horse. I wish I knew what color the pony was. In my head, I have a hunch that it's probably a white pony. I'm curious to know if that's true or not. Maybe you can put it down in the comments. But regardless, the pony is a derivative of a horse, but it's small, and ponies really aren't for working or for doing important tasks. They're just for pleasure, right? They're almost like a child horse. It's got a childlike innocence. It's not really going to accomplish anything important except for just entertainment. And it's on a swing. Swing is a huge symbol for a pendulum, and it means kind of like opposites and duality in emotion, right? So you think about a swing. Sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm sad, sometimes I'm angry, sometimes I'm generous, right? And so there's this swing between different emotions and different parts of yourself. The pony being a symbol for just pleasure and entertainment. The pony is in charge of the swing and is causing it to swing. So your pleasure and entertainment and sort of childlike, just I'm going to do whatever I want, is causing emotions to be really sort of fluctuating a lot, right? There's no stability there. It's just swinging back and forth. And that can be fun, but it's not great for long term. You know, it has no stability. So then comes this black horse, kind of a much more stable, a much more functional, a much more mature symbol. Horses being definitely a big symbol for freedom and spirituality, right? And it like kicks this poor little pony. And so the horse is kind of mad, and it's a black horse, which is a symbol for your shadow. The darker, more repressed, more primal, maybe more aggressive, maybe more passionate parts of yourself. And it's kind of sick of this pony on the swing. And so there is a huge symbol here for the tension and sort of the internal struggle between parts of yourself. There's the pleasure side of yourself, the more fun-loving, naive, and innocent part, which is good, but it can't be the one in charge of the swinging of your life, because otherwise it's not going to be very stable. And you're going to piss off, you're going to make upset the parts of yourself that crave that stability, that crave that aggressive sort of attacking. I'm gonna take life and make it what I want to. And when you take life and make it what you want to, and you have this more aggressive, dominant, assertive parts of yourself, when you express those, you get spiritual freedom and spiritual renewal, right? And so that's what that black horse symbolizes. It's like, hey, we need to be more accepting of the full parts of ourselves, including the shadow, because right now we're in tension. And in order to get the spirituality and the freedom that you crave to live your life authentically, you got to make sure that both of them are in charge of the swing, so there's some stability. So listen, Tasha, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you some insight into what your dream kind of means. Yeah, I love even at the end of your request here, you said, I feel like the pony was caught by surprise and was just out playing, and the black horse was being aggressively playful too. They both want to play. They both want to have a good time. But we have to accept that they're going to play differently, and that there's parts of you that are going to play differently. Sometimes it's going to be naive and innocent fun time, but other times it's going to be like rough and tough, and that's going to be just as amazing as those other times too. So accepting those full parts of yourself. And I know you said you have a big decision to make, and I think part of what this dream is trying to tell you about that big decision is that it's not going to be all happy fun times with this relationship of yours. You have to understand there's going to be dark times too, but those dark times are going to actually lead to more strength and stability in the relationship. And if you can be honest about those dark times, about the struggles that you're going to face in this relationship and moving forward, and you can be honest, you're going to have more stability, and because of that stability, you'll have more freedom. So it's not really telling you whether you should stay in or get out of the relationship. It's just saying that you need to be more honest with yourself and more realistic about the relationship. It's going to be good times and bad, and both of those can be incredibly helpful and incredibly meaningful to your life and your relationship. So Tasha, I hope that helps. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thanks for being here. If you got anything else, you know you can always schedule a session with me. Join our weekly dream classes that we do every Monday night to ask more questions. But until we talk again soon, peace.